I drew that.
Yeah. Pervert.
You look like an absolute arsehole.
Likely to be a pedo.
Nah, let the eyes bring out.
Even that ball that comes in here again.
I'm also just Johnny standing in front of him, asking him to
Get down on your knees and tell me you love me.
So we're doing things a little bit differently in this episode, and we're going to get my good friend Justin to Skype in. So here we are. Justin, hello. You doing well? Give us a wave.
Andy, yeah, doing pretty well.
It's
How's it
good.
going?
It's good to see you've brought a fan along with you.
Oh, aye. Top fan there.
See, that's the type of banter you get on Nostalgia. So we're all in quarantine now. That's why we're doing it via video chat. You're not just piddling about though. What are you doing that means that you have to still go into work?
We were doing a lot of work for the hospitals, sectioning off parts of the hospital, such as the ICUs in Craigavon. So we were still in designing up and manufacturing all the sort of the dividers that would segregate that ward.
At least then, if you get coronavirus, then the hospitals kind of owe you one, don't they? So they should be able to rush you to the top of the list.
I'm already in the VIP area of the hospital. I've got the room reserved.
Will you be keeping up your exercise regime? You know, your 1 hour a day whenever you're on lockdown and whatnot.
Yeah, during this year whole sort of time, I've still been training myself. Obviously, with football being cancelled, all the sort of gatherings cancelled, we're having to do all our training at home. Yeah, it's bloody awful. So still getting out with the dog, going for wee runs.
I went for a run today, and for the first time, I wore a headband that I bought about a year and a half ago, and I've never had the stones to put it on, because as you know, we play football and my hair would get quite floppy, one would say, whenever we're playing. So whenever I'm out for a run, I have this little headband that I put on today, and needless to say, I felt like a bit of a plonker still. But these are the type of things people are doing in the quarantine. They're trying out new things, and I tried it out, and it could be its first and last outing, but it was actually quite useful.
Yeah, do I show everyone what it looks like on?
I knew you were going to say that, but it is still quite sweaty, so I'd rather not. But you know.
Oh God, I could not imagine you out running with that.
And this is exactly why I have more to football. Can you imagine me rocking up the football wearing this? I'd be absolutely ruined. But it's just...
The ridicule would be high.
But it's...
Very high. You look like an absolute arsehole.
I'm still doing my wee runs and whatnot, and that's the important thing.
That's true.
Although, needless to say, my drinking beer every single day while I've been working from home has not done well for my fitness levels. Who would have thought?
I was actually going to mention that there, because I've found myself every single day, like, I'm coming home having a beer.
I've actually found a new appreciation for what I would call pissy lager, because that's the only thing it's in the shops at the minute. Is you know, I would be one for a little craft beer or two.
Really, you?
Yeah. I'm actually saying that I like it now, you see, so I won't say... I was going to say I won't say what it is, but... You're not running hard enough if your phone's facial recognition still knows who you are at the end of your run. Because at the end of my runs, whenever I take my phone out of my pocket to turn the music off, I'm holding it up, and I can only imagine my phone is just going, oh, happy days, getting lifted up here, bit of action. And then I was like, who is that absolute monstrosity? Well, you're not getting in without a passcode, mucker. And so yes, red face, sweaty, and probably the headband. You're like, well, you're definitely not getting in your phone wearing that headband.
Well, if it isn't Tamagotchi.
Did you see the video going around of the girl that thought she turned her video off?
Oh, no way, yes.
And then she took it into the bathroom with her and set it down by the toilet. Dropped the
That's
kicks.
it done right beside.
Absolutely amazing.
That's just some one of us don't do the same thing here.
It's a ticking time bomb. All the video chats that are happening at the minute, like Phil, our mutual friend Phil, who was he was giving like tech support or something to someone, and they were like,
"Oh God, yes.
Here, I want to know how can I fix this dongle or whatever that's going on my laptop?" And he went, "All right, mate, how are you? Just watching a bit of porn here. Ha ha ha. Just kidding about the porn. So anyway." And then the guy replied and said, "Yeah, you're on like a screen share with about 10 other people in the company."
Oh, that would be embarrassing. Exit that one straight away.
Oh my God, Jennifer.
So my first wee nostalgic nugget was the Saturday morning cartoons. Saturday and Sunday mornings. Getting up 6 a.m. Like nothing better than getting up, getting your wee bowl of cereal, sitting down, crossing your legs in front of the TV, and the funnies coming on.
And what was your TV show of choice?
Biker mice from Mars. Three mice on motorbikes driving around on the planet Mars, like just complete random. Like who could think this stuff up? But that was a great show.
There did seem to be a lot of just really random, like whoever was making those up were like, right, kids are like mice that can talk, they like motorbikes, space as well, we'll throw at him. And then you put a load of words on a board and then throw darts at it, and then right, okay, that's a TV show right there. We'll make some.
You turned into a TV show.
What's it about? We'll work that out later. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. That's another.
Yeah.
The concept is completely ridiculous, but it was amazing.
Yeah, it was here. 4 turtles led by a rat, and they all do karate or kung fu.
Can you tell me all the names of the turtles?
Raphael, Donatello, Michelangelo, and always forget this one.
Well-known actor shares a name.
Leonardo.
Correctamundo. So that takes me back.
Where did all these here come from? Like who, as you said, who manages to think that their sort of thing up?
I was always like an SMTV Live kind of man on a Saturday morning. Bit of Pokemon and all that. Wonky Donkey.
Oh, the Wonky Donkey.
No, SMTV Live. That was the birth of On Deck. That was unbelievable.
That launched them, yeah.
She was close. Scottish alligator. Doesn't really rhyme.
All right, step it
Say it. Doesn't really rhyme.
Favourite memory that you have from your time at school?
No, it was all shite. No, I'm joking. Favorite memory, meeting Horsey, in fairness.
Meeting Horsey is a highlight of your school.
Because like mine and Horsey's first class together was art, and the no way the top 3 classes automatically got split up for art, technology, and
the top classes mixed in with the peasants.
Yeah, for whatever reason. Whenever I met Horsey, our first assignment in that class was, right, you have to draw the person sitting opposite.
Oh yeah, you had to draw Horsey?
Yeah, I had to draw him and he had to draw me.
Oh dear.
It was a full 45 minutes. I think it was 45 minutes, those classes. 35, 45 minutes. And so had to draw each other in that time frame. And I'm drawn away and all the rest. And so in 5 seconds, well, I say 5 seconds, probably like 30 seconds in a minute, tonight, I drew that. That is pretty much a representation of Horsey at that stage. That's exactly. That took me 45 minutes to draw.
Honestly, that looks exactly like Horsey back in school.
I'll draw a picture of what he drew of me. Now, bear in mind, same time frame. Now, people may not recognise this because at the minute I only have one arm, but back then I did have two. But that was the level of detail Horsey had when his drawing of me in 45 minutes. That's what he drew.
I can believe that 100%. And he's probably sitting playing the helicopter game or something. He took 2 minutes to draw that and spent the rest of the time playing the helicopter game.
Yeah.
Well, count yourself lucky that you got Horsey, because I think that I got a girl for mine. And I think she was called Hannah Napier. I felt like scared to look at her. So we had these big friggin' easels or whatever. And I'm like, I'm gonna have to look at her again. And every time I popped my head over the kind of easel or whatever, you would just see her looking at me and go, yeah, pervert. And I'm like, thanks. Back to the hard grind. And it was a similar situation that I put effort into mine through the 3 attempts that I gave myself to actually look at her. And she drew a fat kind of stick man with glasses and curly hair. So...
In fairness, that's exactly who you were back then.
Spot on. Wasn't arguing with her. I was like, do you know what?
That just sounds exactly like you.
Do you know what? Fair play, Hannah.
Street football.
Right.
Like, nobody, like, whenever you're that young, you don't have access to football pitches all the time. And if you do, they're probably already taken up by about 100 different people. So, back in the day, what we used to do was just, you go down on the street, find out who lives beside the most annoying neighbour, and play football right outside their house on the street. That's if you had even numbers. So you would just throw down a couple of your coat or your jacket or whatever on the road, playing football, and it is just what it is, street football. But 9 times out of 10, you were kicking the ball against someone's window or kicking it into someone's car.
Rapscallions.
I know. But
and then the ball goes in the garden, and then was it Hitsies Gitsies in your street?
It was Hitsy Gitsies. Yeah, you know, that is the golden rule. If you hit it, you have to go get it.
People that don't...
A lot of the time, there was balls just lost because there were certain gardens you just didn't go into.
Wasn't worth the risk. Because they come out and make themselves known as there's a knife going into that ball if it comes into this garden again. I know as a homeowner yourself, you see yourself turning in to those people that we hated when we were younger. Like, we're kicking the ball into the garden and thinking, just going to go get my ball here, what's the problem? Like, you know, jump over the fence, grab my ball, go out, and they're right with a knife going, I'm putting a knife in that ball that comes in here again. And you're just...
That's the one I remember. Everyone, if they came out to threaten you, they came out with a knife.
They needed to have something...
They threaten children with knives.
They needed to show, this is something pointy, this is going into the ball if it comes in again. And at the time you're thinking, I'm never going to be like that. You know, if whenever I'm older and I'm an adult, if the ball comes into my garden, won't be a problem at all. And when the ball, I obviously, out my back there's a football pitch and all, so quite regularly there'd be people either tapping my gate or knocking on the door, be like, oh, I'm gonna have my ball back, please. And first couple of times I was like, oh, come on, I get that for you, come on. And now every time it happens I'm like, it's pretty annoying. So it is, it's pretty annoying. Because I could be standing there in my bedroom or whatever, and the cheeks showing the back window, and all I see is some wee ball bag hopping my gate and hooking around my garden for football. So it is quite annoying, but not annoying to the point where I'm gonna threaten a child with a knife. So
yeah, it shouldn't get that far, like,
but it did regularly, like.
The regular timeouts during a game, when a car comes, car! Everyone's scarpers gets up their coats from the goalposts, going on curves.
Do you remember you'd make goalposts with, you know, your jumpers, and I did it with my hat, my favourite Tasmanian devil hat, and I had it down as I was forced into it, by the way, because we didn't have anything else, and I put my hat down and a car came and drove right over the top of my hat, and at the time I was like, that's annoying, but played on with the match or whatever, then went to go put it on. It had like squashed all the wee, you know, the wee bumps that you click your, squashed them all flat, so couldn't hook my hat in anymore, and it was ruined. Bastard.
That's a disgrace.
I know.
But then again, you should be picking up your goalposts.
I know. It's the only cap I ever got. Me and Brad were playing against Horsey, put Horsey in nets, and you know, it was like, I can't remember what you actually call the game, but it's a records. So someone goes in nets, and if you catch the ball, then you know one of the other person goes in nets, and you see what the record you can get. On one fateful night, I think we must have been playing for about an hour and a half solid, and me and Brad got 101 not out against Horsey in nets, and Horsey, he'd say he's a goalkeeper, and but we were literally just like flicking the ball up about 2 meters away from him and then just rifling it into the net. We had no chance, and we put a good hour and a half into it, like, and once we hit 101, it was a momentous occasion, and needless to say, it's still on my CV to this day. 101 not out.
That is a record. That should be a certification on the wall type thing.
It was a thing of beauty, and Horsey still doesn't like it being brought up, so you be sure to bring that up next time you're talking.
The horse.
Exactly. Tell me about a favourite memory from a night out. We've obviously had a few scoops together in our time, but in fact, before you do that, do you have a wee shot there that you could maybe partake in, just to wet the whistle?
And indeed.
Oh, Jägermeister. I overtake it. I am rocking some Comatroph, which I believe is a sort of caramel vodka.
Oh, it's quite nice. You're lucky to get.
Well, I mean, I give you some, but the coronavirus and all that.
Chin chin.
Down the hatch. That's like heaven in a glass.
One of the good ones with you was, I think it was your birthday. Actually, no, I'm pretty certain it was your birthday. And we got you, as you do on someone's birthday, you have to get them a shot.
Standard, yeah.
So, what was it? Was it a shot of Jägermeister, or was it Black Absence?
I can't. Needless to say, I can't remember.
Well, yeah, you obviously can't remember. We thought, well, be nice at the same time. We'll get on a nice glass of whiskey to go with it.
Lovely. Yep. Nice. Thank you.
So up we walk. Me and Hagen back from the bar, shot and a nice double whiskey to go with it. Up to Andy. Andy's sitting obviously centre of attention in his wee crowd at the table. We sat down. The whiskey was set down the shot. Now this is supposed to be the birthday apple sours. I'm pretty sure it was that there, actually. The birthday apple sours, which was just absinthe.
Yeah, so birthday apple sours, to put context, you tell someone that you've got them a shot of apple sours for their birthday, they drink it, because it's the same kind of colour as absinthe, and you've actually got them a shot of absinthe and they drink it. Hilarity ensues.
So, good old Andy, sitting there having a wee drink with his mates, turns around and just goes, "Oh, thanks lads." Takes the shot, drops it into his whiskey, and then downs a whole lot as if he's taking a Jaeger bomb.
It looked like a Jaeger bomb. It looked like a Jaeger. It looked like a Jaeger. I thought you got me Red Bull and Jägermeister, but for some reason you had not combined the two yet. It was like a build your own scenario.
There was ice in the whiskey. To be honest, it's probably better than that swill that you're drinking.
See my first pint from a bar it is going to be like the monkey Rafiki lifting up Simba over the Pride Lands, and it is going to be glorious. The king will have returned.
Molly, you in danger, girl.
RuneScape was the greatest game online that I'd ever heard of, and I lost days on this thing, weeks probably actually, because once you started, it's one of these here sort of games where you have to grind everything out. So to get to anywhere, you're putting in the hours to get there, to the point where people built bots to actually control their accounts for them, and all the account did was chop trees down. That's all the account did.
So
I never got to that point.
So they would do that while they were going to school or going to work. Then their wee bot account would be sitting chopping wood and stuff, making millions for them, because they would just sell wood to people at the end of the day.
That's actually exactly what ended up happening in my account, because maybe after about 3 or 4 years, I'd given up the account, and it was still a high level account. But Nathan, my brother, took it over and made it his botting account. So it would just go around, chop trees down, or go fishing all day, and he would then just log into his account and my account, take everything that mine had farmed up for him, and onto his account, sell it all there, and make himself a freaking fortune. All the while, my account gets fuck all, and just all he's doing is going around chopping wood.
It's quite literally slavery, really, isn't it?
It was. Didn't give me a dime for it.
Brutal. It reminds me of something that I played when I was younger called Habbo Hotel. Did you ever play that?
Yes, I played that there. I've only played it for a couple of months, so I did.
It was like an online community, where it was like MSN, but only it was a game and you had little virtual characters and stuff, and you walk up to people in a virtual world and then let's chat, and then you could chat on MSN with these randomers, and it was just absolutely filled to the brim with paedophiles.
Well, it was. I heard all about that.
Literally,
actually, that's one of the reasons why I stopped playing it.
Yeah,
I heard those rumours.
Whenever we were like 13 or 12, and we were going on this Habbo Hotel. Oh look, I'm a little computer character. I'll just float around here. Oh, there's a person coming up to me there. Hi, friend. And they're going, show us your tits. And I was like, I'm actually a 12-year-old boy. And I was like, oh, it doesn't matter. Show me your tits. Like, well, this is strange. So
yeah,
probably the same as RuneScape. You're sitting there minding your own business, chopping down a few trees, and in comes this fella asking to show him your trunk.
Drop trade.
Yeah, got wood. It did get like that, but it was fun.
That was actually very common, yes.
It was ASL, age, sex, and
location.
Yeah, and likely to be a pedo, I think was maybe the L in that.
Yeah, there was a lot of ASL back in that day. There was.
It was an extension of The Sims. Did you ever play The Sims?
I did, yes. One of the worst ones I did was I played until the kitchen caught on fire. And whenever the kitchen caught on fire, I took the door out of the wall. And it literally burned it. Completely pointless, maybe he's upstairs and everything. Nah, let the house burn down.
Well, I think like Saw was quite popular at the time, the movie Saw, when you had all these crazy kind of like torture, like ways of doing torture games and stuff. So in The Sims, I would like try and think of ways to like, how can I torture these little online characters, and it turns you into an absolute psychopath. I made like 5 individual little rooms that were decorated the exact same way. I just had a clock and a picture of a clown on the wall, and then you would put my Sims into each walls and then take away the door, and they're just walking around this tiny little cupboard room looking at the clock and the picture of the clown. And I'm like, I don't like who The Sims makes me.
Tell me this, did you ever play The Sims properly? Or did you always do the money cheat?
No, I never did the money cheat. No, I like to earn my crust in The Sims. Get them out, get them a job.
Mansion.
Nah, there's no fun in that. because you get a mansion, then in one day you've got the biggest house, the best cooker, the best fridge, and
See, that also sort of goes against you as well. Like, you're saying you're sim out to work all day, and then by the time they're retiring, they've got fuck all to show for it.
yeah, because I've spent it all on buying 7 identical pictures of clowns to make torture rooms out in the back garden. Then you people rock up to the house and like, why is there 100 gravestones out in the back garden? They're like, we don't talk about that.
Thanks for coming, mate.
It's been a good way to put the quarantine in for a bit. Yeah, there we go. Now we'll air sanitize. So thank you very much, and everybody, stay safe.
I'm also just standing in front of him, asking him.
Get down on your knees and tell me you love me.